Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another weekly planner call where we try to give you as much details and eliminate as many things from your daily activities so you can concentrate on only on the very few things that matter to increase your income and improve your business. Today, I'm going to give you a few tips from an article that I read last week. I don't think it's going to be anything completely new to you guys. If you've been following these weekly calls, if you're in coaching for a while, whether it's group coaching or one-on-one, but again, the more experience I get, the more I see that it's not about finding new things to do, but reviewing and practicing the ones that I already know. For the past 3 months, I've read three books that I read about 12 to 15 years ago. All right. And going back to those timeless lessons and wisdom from those books allow me today, 13, 14, 15 years later, to absorb and use that information in a much better way. So remember, it's not about knowing a little bit about everything, but knowing a lot about very few things that would allow you to become a master and a specialist and actually give value like no one else to your clients. So I know you hear this information before, but again, it's not about listening to the information. It's about going over the same information over and over and over again. So let's get started, okay? Let me share my screen with you. Weekly planner, share. All right. So number one, by the way, I got this from an article, as I said last week. I can give you the link to that article so you can go through the 26 things you might want to read on how to improve your productivity and have more free time during the day. So only plan for 4 to 5 hours of real work per day. This is very, very important. Make sure you block time, usually an hour and a half, to concentrate on one thing and one thing only. Remember that most of the day, people that are not that productive are interrupted every 15 to 20 minutes. They're looking at their phone, they're looking at their text message, their email, they're talking to some people, and they switch from one task to another, which is all interruptions. They don't get much done. It's all interruptions. Remember, block at least 4 to 5 hours and not continuous hours. But remember that you only have about 4 to 5 hours of real work per day. So in order to utilize those hours, block hours of time. Number two, it's normal to have days where you just can't work and days where you will work 12 hours straight. All right. Work more when you're in the zone and relax when you're not. This, for example, happens to me sometimes. On Sundays, I'm very productive. I have no idea why, but sometimes I get into my one of my affairs at home, and while the kids are playing, PlayStation or watching a movie, or watching TV, I just sit in that chair with my computer, and I get into the zone very, very quick. Sometimes during the week, it's 4 in the afternoon. I'm not getting much done. I just walk away, go to a coffee shop that is close to my office. I relax a little bit and come back, and surprisingly enough, I get into the zone again. All right. So don't get frustrated, understand it, and recognize when you're in the zone so you can get as much productive work as possibly done. All right. So number 4, your time is worth $1,000 an hour, and you need to act accordingly. Respect your time and make it respected. That's why my phone never rings. I don't receive text messages, and I only read my emails twice a day. As it says in here, I value my time very, very, very much. So I won't let interruptions get on the way. So I need to let people know. And by the way, I've been doing this for years now. So nothing bad has happened to me. No complaints about not answering calls, not complaints about not returning emails. And if I ever had one, or if I have one in the future, I will just know that that client, it's not for me. I won't be available 24/7 to anybody. My time is more valuable than any other client. And I have time for all my clients, but when time is right. So make sure you do the same. You will be way more productive. Number 5, instead of multitasking, make sure you do a single training at home and do it, and you will finish way before 5, 6 p.m. Look at this. Instead of doing emails, working on a big presentation, talking on the phone, and doing a lot of things, just do one at a time. You see right here, answering emails. You don't need to answer emails every 20 minutes. Do it at 11:35, 12, then when you come back from lunch, maybe, and then before the end of the day. We are not surgeons. We are not in the emergency room. People can wait 2 or 3 hours for us to respond to their email. But make sure that when you're answering emails, that is the only thing you are doing, so you can focus 100% and respond in a much better way. Stop multitasking. It merely kills your focus. All right. So number 6, set up a work routine and stick to it. Your body will adapt to it. That's what I said. Listen, I wake up without an alarm between 4:34 to 5:50. My brain is already used to getting at 4:40. I have an alarm for 4:40, but I don't even need it anymore. I usually get up before 5, whether I slept 5 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours. All right. So stick to a routine. Make sure you have a routine in the morning, which is the most productive time. Now I'm experimenting with even doing work before meditation. So for the past few days, what I've done is I wake up, brush my teeth, and immediately go into work mode, into development of my content, practicing my presentations immediately for about an hour and a half. And then I meditate, I relax a little bit, I do exercise, because I realized that waking up and going into work mode as soon as possible, I don't have distractions, and I have the most precious energy that I will receive during the day. Number 7, we are always more focused and productive with limited time. That's why we use the real estate calendar. Make sure you have a set time for you to do each of your activities, and make sure you have a set time to leave the office. We've talked about this many times in the past. At what time are you leaving your office today? And make sure you stick to it. It's, for example, in my case, it's not easy to do. I finish by 6:30. Sometimes I stay here until 7:30, but that is a habit that we should develop to make sure that we get more things done. Let me ask you a question. How much do you accomplish the day you're going on vacation? A lot, right? You get so many things done. Why? Because you know that you need to be, for example, at the airport at 7:30 p.m. So if you know that you got to be in the airport at 7:30 p.m., you'll do as many things as possible before 7:30, and then you get to relax when you get to the airport. Doing it better, it's doing it's better than perfect. For those of you who are perfectionists, listen, guys, your first email, your first campaign on Facebook, your first post or article in your site, it's not going to be perfect, but it's much better doing it than coming up later. All right. So don't expect things to do perfect. Expect things to improve while doing it. All right. So number 10, more work hours do not mean more productivity. Again, going back to using constraints as opportunities, meaning I'm going to do this for a specific period of time, 45 minutes, an hour, I'm going to block an hour and a half. And remember that actually, the more you work, the less productive you become. It gets to what it's called in economics, the point of diminishing returns, meaning up to a certain point, you are very productive. But once you reach certain point during the day, which is usually about 2:30, 3 p.m., the more you work, the less productive the work you're doing becomes compared to the work you were doing in the morning. All right. So remember again that more work doesn't equal, or it's not equal to more productivity. Separate thinking and execution to execute faster and think better. What do I mean by what this person means by that? Would separate brainless and strategic tasks to become more productive. Meaning, the most productive work, the strategic work, should be done in the morning when you have the most energy, the most focus, the least interruptions. The more brainless the task, the easier the task, the later in the day you should be doing it. Okay? So, number 12, organize meetings. Oh, this is very important. Organize meetings early during the day. Time leading up to the event is often wasted. So make sure that you set up breakfast meetings, breakfast business meetings with your most important clients. All right. Number 15, I'm jumping it. There are 26, but I just want to cover the most important ones. It is 15 minutes. Work around procrastination. I said this many times before. All right. Meaning, set a specific time, use a clock, use a timer on your phone, put it to 45 minutes to an hour to 90 minutes, and work intensively in those minutes. Then procrastinate, relax, think about something else on the free minutes. Okay, so let's say I'm going to work for 60 minutes and then I'm going to relax for the next 10, 15. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to see if I'll get on Facebook, Instagram, relax, have fun during those minutes. Then no two tasks ever hold the same importance. Be careful, again, be careful with your to-do list. Always prioritize. Be very careful with your list because it's not the same to buy milk, open an account, or perform open heart surgery, or clean your desk. Prioritize, identify your top 3 productive activities. That's why we emphasize so much on you using the real estate calendar, where you have the 3 priorities for the day, where you have the activities that you're going to be performing every half an hour from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., the calls you're going to be making. And at the end of the day, you will do a review of your wins and the improvements you want to have in your business. Only ever work on things that will have the biggest impact. Keep thinking about that. Know exactly the one thing that really needs to get done during the day. What are those 3 priorities? All right. Then finally, set dates for intense, stressful workout. We talk about that. So let me come here and make sure that you can see now the the real estate calendar. Make sure that in your real estate calendar you have exactly. Look, we have. Let me give you a so you don't this week. Okay. So let me show you this one right here. Okay. The real estate calendar right here. You have the 3 priorities for the day right here. All right. The 3 things you're going to be working on your business, which is content, practicing, the objections, presentations, right? And then you have from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., you have every half an hour, everything that you're going to be doing during the day, right? The 10 most important sales goals. They're not just goals. Sales goals. You have other important goals that you're going to be making during the day, but there are 10 goals that you must perform every single day. And as you can see here, there's my tab. I never hide this task. These are my 10 sales goals during the day. Of course, the better your marketing, the more frequency and consistency you have, you will never have to do cold calling. You will only call warm prospects, people that already want to talk to you, but that's done through marketing. But I put them in here. All right. Then your wins for the day. What are the 3 things you did good today that you want to repeat tomorrow and the day after? And the things that you would like to improve. At the end of the day, you need to do an analysis of what you did right and what you want to improve in your business. All right. So this is a real estate calendar. As you can see, the more we read about time management, the more we read about productivity, increasing your income and your business, the more we see that we have it pretty much all in this piece of paper. The only way it's gonna work if it's you use it every day. The first 2-3 days, it's not gonna be a habit. You're gonna fight with it a little bit, but once you get used to this, you won't be able, or you won't feel comfortable going through the day, navigating through all those activities, all they know is around you, without their real estate calendar. So make sure you use it. You have any questions, make sure you post them in the forum. Tomorrow in Weston at Botanico, we have one of the most important seminars we have right now, very popular, how to double your income within the next 6 months. We're going to give you the 5 activities you need to perform in order to improve your income. Those two seminars are in Spanish. So for those of you who do not speak Spanish, of course, this does not apply to you. But if you want to go tomorrow, it's in Weston at Botanico. You can go to our website, and we also have it in downtown Doral on Wednesday. Both are at 10 a.m. All you have to do is go to our website, montielorganization.com, and under events, you can register there. So I hope to see you there tomorrow in Weston at Botanico, on Wednesday here in Miami at downtown Doral. Until next time, make it a very, 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 very productive day. Take care, guys.